What is up, everyone? What is happening? 18. Now we have the video game awards, or the game awards, I should say, coming up in about 11 days. So I wanted to go through the nominees and go through a couple of the categories. I'm not going to focus on every particular category. I'm going to dismiss myself from a couple of them because I'm not too familiar as far as with some of those games that's actually in those categories, or I can be pretty much not well versed in some of the creators that's actually in some of those categories as well. So first and foremost, I'm gonna go into as far as Game of the Year nominations, as you can see on the screen. So we have Control, Death Stranding, Resident Evil 2, Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and The Outer Worlds. Now, when it comes to this category, at first I wasn't really leaning towards really, I would say Death Stranding. I really wasn't leaning more towards because I wasn't too sure as far as who was going to be in this category. Resident Evil 2 is absolutely, positively awesome. Excuse me. Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice is actually another great game as well too. And then Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, I think Smash has a absolute rabid fan base since God knows how long. So I'm not too surprised that that made the category for Game of the Year. And The Outer Worlds, I haven't really heard too many people talk about The Outer Worlds, and also with Control as well too. So in my opinion, and I'm just going to say this for me personally speaking, Death Stranding is probably going to win Game of the Year. And I was on the fence when I first played Death Stranding, and not knowing what the game was going to be like and what it was going to be about and how it was going to really grab me. After, I would say, about once you get into like chapter 3, the game really takes off in my opinion. I think the aspect of the multiplayer and how that factors into it, and how you're able to open up so many different ways to traverse around the environment and do the deliveries. And the story is compelling for myself. And I feel as though I can confidently say now that Sekiro or Resident Evil 2 is a strong contender for Game of the Year. But I think Death Stranding is actually going to end up pulling this out. So next category we have is action game. Apex Legends, Astral Chain, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Devil May Cry 5, Gears 5, Metro Exodus. I'm going to completely take off Metro Exodus. It just, to me, it wasn't as great as I thought it was going to be. I think Gears 5 is okay. Devil May Cry 5 is absolutely positively awesome. Modern Warfare, on the other hand, is mixed. If you're talking about just the single player campaign, the game itself, single player mode is fucking fantastic. Is one of the best campaign stories that I played in quite a long time. But the multiplayer aspect of it is something on a totally different level. Astral Chain, I have not played myself. I have seen some gameplay of it, but I haven't actually played this myself. And then, like I said, Apex Legends has been thriving. It's been doing very well for EA and also for the creators that made this game. So I'm going to say it's going to be between Devil May Cry 5 and Apex Legends. But I'm going to say maybe I'm about 75 to 80% sure it may be Devil May Cry 5, because, like I said, that game is absolutely positively awesome. Capcom did an excellent job with that game. Action adventure game: Borderlands 3, Control, Death Stranding, Resident Evil 2, The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening, Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice. I think this one it's going to be a tough one to kind of call for myself. I think I'm leaning more towards either Resident Evil 2 or Sekiro. I really want Resident Evil 2 to win an award, and I really want them to win this award. But there's no telling as far as how they're going to do this. I have a feeling that they may give it to Link's Awakening for some odd reason, because of it being a Zelda game. If Zelda doesn't get it, Death Stranding may get it. But me personally, I want to see Resident Evil 2 get this award, or either Sekiro. But I'm more so leaning towards Resident Evil 2 because of how good of a damn job they did with what they did with that game. Art direction: Control, Death Stranding, Gris, Sayonara, Wild Hearts, Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice, Link's Awakening. I'm not sure because I have not played or seen anything in regards to Gris, Sayonara. I haven't seen anything about. So I'm not going to really give a prediction with this category because of me not knowing too much about those two games, and I don't want to really give input on those games with me, like I said, not knowing anything about them. So that one I'm not too sure about. Audio design: Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Control, Death Stranding, Gears 5. I would say, Resident Evil 2, Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice. I would say the one thing that definitely Call of Duty has about this is going to be the audio design. Audio, sound effects, and everything is great. It's absolutely great. So I may lean towards Modern Warfare with that one. If it's not that, it's probably going to be Gears 5. But I'm really thinking that Modern Warfare may end up pulling this one out of this category itself. Community support: Apex Legends, Destiny 2, Final Fantasy 15, Fortnite, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege, which I'm very surprised that that community is really still thriving as much as it is thriving. It's probably going to be between Fortnite or Apex Legends. Destiny 2, I don't think too many people are really playing it as much as they used to anymore. And Final Fantasy 15, I think one of my subscribers actually in the live stream asked me if I had ever thought about playing it. It just never gravitated towards me personally. So it's probably going to be between Apex Legends and Fortnite, in my opinion, when it comes to that category. Content Creator of the Year: I have never watched any of these people here. I know about Courage. I know about Dr. Lupo. Ewok I've heard about. Never heard of Gray FG and Shroud, of course. Everyone knows about Shroud. I'm not really going to give a prediction because I don't really watch any of these creators, so I don't really want to kind of give my opinion about that. Esports Coach: I don't look at any of these at all as far as esports. The only thing I really look at esports related when it comes to like Evo, and that's pretty much it. But other than that, I really don't know who these coaches are, so I'm not really going to give a prediction in regards to that category. Esports event: 2019 Overwatch League Grand Finals, Evo 2019, Fortnite World Cup. I don't even know what the hell that is. League of Legends World Championship, the International 2019. I'm personally going to say Evo 2019 because to me, I think I've seen some of the hypest moments happen at Evo when it comes to fighting games itself, and so that's going to be my personal choice. So I'm going to say Evo 2019. Esports Game of the Year: Counter-Strike Global Offense, Dota 2, Fortnite, League of Legends, Overwatch, and so it's really going to boil down to, honestly, the last three, which is going to be between Fortnite, League of Legends, and Overwatch. Fortnite, I would not be surprised if they pull this off. However, League of Legends has been doing absolutely positively great when it comes to Twitch, and also Overwatch has been doing great. So I'm going to take off Overwatch, and probably it's going to be between Fortnite and League of Legends. But I really don't have a personal winner. But if I'm going to go out on a limb and say who's going to win, I would probably say League of Legends. Esports hosts: I'm not sure who any of these people are, so I'm not going to give a prediction when it comes to that category. Esports team: once again, I don't know of any of these teams at all, so I'm not really going to worry about that part as well neither. When it comes to family games, so we got Luigi's Mansion 3, Ring Fit Adventure, Super Mario Maker 2, Smash Brothers Ultimate, Yoshi's Crafted World, and I think Smash Brothers Ultimate is going to pull this one out without a doubt. Not trying to rhyme at all, but I think Smash Brothers is going to do absolutely great in this category, and I think they're going to actually win that one. Fighting game, Dead or Alive 6, Jump Force, MK11, Samurai Showdown, Smash Brothers Ultimate. This is honestly going to come down between MK11 and Smash Brothers Ultimate. I haven't really seen too many people playing Samurai Showdown anymore. Jump Force, I have not seen anybody playing Jump Force. And Dead or Alive 6 has a good following, but I think this is ultimately going to come down to MK11 and Smash Brothers Ultimate. And in the end, I'm going to say Smash Brothers Ultimate is probably going to pull this out, but I would not be too surprised if MK11 pulls this one out either. But I think the biggest thing that MK11 right now that it's lacking is it doesn't have as much ground as MKX did, if that makes any sense. So at one point you used to see a lot of people playing MKX. You really don't see too many people playing MK11 now, and I don't know if it's because of the way the game plays and if it's a lot slower compared to MKX, while a lot of people are not really dedicating as much time into it, or maybe it's because of the way the DLC season is so spread apart, because we're not getting the next DLC character until next year. So I'm going to say Smash Brothers Ultimate is going to actually end up pulling this one out in this category. Fresh indie game. So we have I have no idea, except for Dead Toast Entertainment. That is the only one that I have actually seen anything about. So I'm not really going to give my opinion in regards to that category. Game direction: Control, Death Stranding, Resident Evil 2, Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice, and Outer Wilds. I think Death Stranding may end up pulling this category out as well too. It's so, I think Death Stranding is so underrated in so many different things, and when it comes to this game itself, and I'm not even a huge Kojima fan. When it comes to this game itself, and it's one of those type of titles where you have to actually play it yourself, and once you play it and you get through, like I said, the through chapter 2 going into chapter 3, it gets so much better. But I think the game direction is definitely great when it comes to Death Stranding. So we have next category is games for impact. I haven't played Concrete Genie. Grizz I haven't played. Conwords I haven't played. Life is Strange 2 I haven't played at all. Sea of Solitude I haven't played, so I'm not really going to give an opinion when it comes to that category. Independent game. I have not played any of these at all, so once again I'm going to discredit myself from out of that category. Mobile game, Call of Duty Mobile, Grindstone, Sayonara Wild Hearts, Sky, Children of the Light, and What the Golf. Maybe Call of Duty Mobile may end up pulling this out. I actually play Call of Duty Mobile, and since they have made it available for anyone to play this game with a controller, it makes it so much better. So I'm probably going to say Call of Duty Mobile is going to end up pulling this one out as well too. When it comes to multiplayer game, Apex Legends, Borderlands 3, Call of Duty, Modern Warfare, Tetris 99, Tom Clancy, The Division 2. I'm going to say this is going to come down between Apex Legends and Borderlands 3 because of how, and personally speaking, Modern Warfare, multiplayer, I absolutely do not like it. I actually do not play Modern Warfare at all. And I know they've been trying to make some adjustments, but from other players that I know that have played it and have stopped playing it because multiplayer is just not that great to them as well neither. I'm not even going to consider giving Modern Warfare a chance in this category. However, if it is not strictly fan-based voting, it's going to be between Apex Legends and Borderlands 3. And I will say Apex Legends is probably going to end up pulling this one out because I would honestly say at least they have been pretty consistent when it comes to the multiplayer aspect with Apex Legends. Narrative. A Plague Tale, Innocence, Control, Death Stranding, Disco Elysium, The Outer Worlds, and I think that is the only other nominees in that category. Death Stranding or A Plague Tale, Innocence, and I'm probably going to say Death Stranding is going to end up pulling this one off as well too. No particular reason, just the way that the game is actually does the storytelling in regards to this. I'm probably definitely going to have to say Death Stranding is going to end up pulling this one out. Ongoing game: Apex Legends, Destiny 2, Final Fantasy 15, Fortnite, Tom Clancy's The Rainbow Six Siege. Fortnite is probably going to end up pulling this one off. No particular reason, just a gut feeling that I'm having when it comes to that category. Performance: Ashley Birch as The Outer Worlds, Courtney Hope in Control, Laura Bailey in Gears 5, Mad Mikkelsen in Death Stranding, Matthew Portea. I really don't want to butcher your name in Control. Norma Reedus in Death Stranding. Ooh, that is a tough one. It's probably going to go between. I'm going to say Mad Mikkelsen. Mads Mikkelsen is probably going to end up winning this. Norma Reedus doesn't really have too many lines in Death Stranding, but I think Mads Mikkelsen is going. It had an excellent performance in this game, so I'm going to give it to him in this category for this. Here, next category we have is role-playing games, which is Disco Elysium, Final Fantasy 15, Kingdom Hearts 3, Monster Hunter World, Iceborne, and The Outer Worlds. Between Kingdom Hearts 3, Final Fantasy 15, going to lean towards Kingdom Hearts 3. It's always been pretty solid as a RPG itself, but I don't know. Something about Kingdom Hearts I just feel as though it's going to end up pulling this off. So we have next category is going to be score and music. Cadence of Hyrule. Haven't played that, so I'm not too sure. Death Stranding, Devil May Cry 5, Kingdom Hearts 3, Sayonara Wild Hearts. This is going to be a tough one between Kingdom Hearts 3, Devil May Cry 5, and Death Stranding. The music of Death Stranding is great. However, Devil May Cry 5 may end up pulling this one out. Kingdom Hearts is cool, but I mean it's pretty much a lot of the Disney music that we've heard before when it comes to a lot of these worlds. But I'm going to give the nod to Devil May Cry 5 when it comes to that category. We are getting down to the end. Sports racing games. I have not played any sports games in God knows how long. However, we have Crash Team Racing Nitro Feud, Dirt Rally 2.0, eFootball Pro Evolution Soccer 2020, I'm sorry, F1 2019, FIFA 20, and probably FIFA 20 is going to win this one. I don't really see a reason why it shouldn't, and nothing against all the other games, but I just don't think compared to any other game that's actually out there right now in this category, I think FIFA is going to end up winning this one here. Strategy game. Haven't played any of these at all, so I'm not going to give my opinion as far as who's going to win that category. A VR and AR game. I haven't played any of these games at all, so I'm not going to give my opinion as far as that is concerned. And that is it. So, in the end, and I know I said I wasn't going to focus on all categories, but we might as well just went ahead and just looked at what we're going to have. I think the big award at the end of the year is going to go to Death Stranding for Game of the Year. I think Resident Evil 2 is a strong second. Sekiro is going to be a solid third, and then Smash Brothers Ultimate is probably going to be fourth on the list, and Controller is going to be last. I think next year is going to be a tough one though. Next year is going to be real tough. We have Last of Us 2, we have Final Fantasy VII Remake, and we have Cyberpunk. Then that's just 3 games that we know of for sure. If GTA 6, which is slated, as far as what I understand, is slated to come out next year, that's another title that you can add on to that. And then you also have Ghost of Tsushima, which may come out next year too. So I think next year is going to be a real tough decision as far as who's going to win Game of the Year. But in the end, though, that is what I think. And those are my predictions for the Game Awards for this year. So we'll find out in about 11 days when we actually get this whole thing to finally play out. But I want to know your guys' thoughts as far as the nominations and who you think is going to win. So leave all your comments down below. For all of you that are new, if you enjoyed this video and you like to be a part of the A-Team, make sure you hit that symbol on the right side of the screen. And if you missed my previous video, that will also be on the screen for you to check out as well too. And until the next video, guys, I'll holler at you later. Peace.